as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Jackson. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's the option play going left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
1st down, here's White. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Redmond. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They run straight ahead here with White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Opting to run again here with White. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. White. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. White, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to is a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Traylon Burks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Ravens at 2-12 in what has been a tough year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The drive starts with a run by White. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Redmond, and tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is fielded at the 7. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, we just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Finding space at the 40.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the fumble recovery, Redmond airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Redmond. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some. They go play action here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First target, first catch, and a first down. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Fourth down, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Redmond. It's caught by Mike Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. White running to the left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. In motion, the tight end. On second down, they'll run with White. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Redmond. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54.
How about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go with White on the counter. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Redmond. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Here's White. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Redmond. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They can really use some momentum before they head into halftime. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Redmond. Here's White. They set up the screen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Throwing on first down. Redmond. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A final shot before break. Redmond airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Redmond